Club is the most amazing marketing rebel club out there because have 1 hour with me every month. Amazing price of, are you ready? 390 dirhams a month. Am I live? I think I'm live. I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Are we live? Who's with me? I have been waiting all day to eat this cake, so I'm dying. Who is here with me? Let me know where you are watching. Are you on my website? Are you on other channels? Anahil Fortibello! Oh, I see so many of you on Instagram. Oh, I'm so excited. Have you seen this cake? Can you hear music? I don't know if you can hear my music. Look at this cake. No. Just look at this. This is insane. I'm so excited. I don't know how much of my music you can hear. Let me know, because I never know with this music situation. I'm so excited. I have not eaten all day so that I can eat this cake. And I just really thought, I've done this so many times before when it's my birthday or when it's HOS's anniversary. I'm going to blow the candles. I have a confetti bomb, which I always struggle to open. So hopefully we'll get this. All of it. You can hear it? I love this song. It's like, burn, baby, burn. I'm so excited. Shall we just start? I feel like I just want to start. I'm so excited. I was preparing the slides. Hold on, let me bring the preview of what we're doing today here on stage. Such a good class tonight. It made me think deep into my soul about the 10 lessons that I was like, 10 lessons. I actually ended up having more than 10. So I guess I'll just share more along as I go. I'm so excited. We're going to kick this off in just a few minutes. But shall we light our candles? Shall we light the candles? And get this. I think inside the cake is teal. So I think the inside of the cake is going to be teal. So I'm dying. I'm dying to just it's just so gorgeous. So, okay. What do I do first? Do I light the candles first and the sparkle and then do the confetti? Do we do it like all in one? Yeah? Do we do the all in one? Corey, Manahil for DeMello. I see you here on my website. I see so many of you. You are watching on my Instagram. If you are on my Instagram, amazing. But you want to move over to my website because this is just so much better. Okay, so what do I do first? All together. Do I light the candles, light the sparkle, and then like throw the confetti bomb all at once? All right, okay, let's do it. Yeah? If I set my house on fire, you guys know where I live. All right, yalla, okay. With my very nice branded, I am so on fucking brand. Look at how much red and turquoise is going on right now. All right, let's light up this baby because just look at this cake. I have no idea what it tastes. I asked for lemon because lemon's like my favorite. Manahil, Daniela, Tristan, here by Rianne, Hassan, Eves, I see you, Eves. I see many of you on my Instagram. All right, let's light this baby up. Emma! It is an amazing cake. So apparently I'm going to do everything at once. I'm going to light the candle, I'm going to light the sparkle, and then I'm going to throw the glitter bomb. Yeah, let's do it for fucking 10 years. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Okay. And do I do the sparkle now? I feel like the sparkle. Okay, you ready? Oh my god. Ah! Come on! I don't know if this sparkle is working. Wait. I have more sparkles. If this one's dead. This one. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Can I do this? Wait. Okay. I got this. I can't. Am I doing it wrong? No, wait. All right, let's do this. Let's eat this. Let's blow these candles. All right. Now, how do you eat cake in true rebel style? How do we rebels eat cake? Here we go. Oh wait, let me take these bows because they've got needles. Because I didn't have pins. Did not want to have an accident. Here we go. Oh my god! Look at the inside! Guys, can you see the inside? It's still wait. Oh my god. Guys, look at the inside. Dying. It's freaking teal. Oh my god. Look how beautiful. I'm dying. Okay, wait. It's lemon. Lemon is like one of my favorite cakes. So it's lemon on the inside. Oh my god. Look how beautifully teal it is on the inside. Oh my god. But for a second there, I wasn't going to be able to get that glitter bomb going. Well, you guys know where I live. Feel free to pass by in the next days, and we can eat cake together. Should we start class? All right, let's go. Manahil, she's hungry. All right. All right, let me turn off the music so it's not like too much noise in the background. So let's get started. I'm open to questions. Ask me anything you want. Mana Hill this morning had a session with me and she was so cool. She had like all these questions. So if you have questions, you know you can ask me anything you want. Let's get started on 10 lessons that I've put together to celebrate 10 years in business, okay? So many of you, I see you on my Instagram and on my YouTube and on LinkedIn, so that's so cool. All right, so is this good? You guys can see my slides well? Maybe we just make... Is this a better background? Less busy? Yes, all right, okay, so... Okay, no, now I'm gone. I haven't done this in a while. My StreamYard. Okay, here we go. I don't know what word I was going to say. What word came out of my mouth? I don't know. I'm high on sugar now. Oh, that's good. So, why is it that most businesses are not growing? Do you know there's 3 stages of business growth? Can you take a guess on what they are? 3 stages. There's 3 stages to a business growth. And if you are struggling right now, and if you've noticed that you haven't been growing, trying to get the cake in the shot because it's so pretty. But I have a feeling it's going to fall at some point because you guys should see my table. There's like so much shit going on right now. Here we go. Okay. Maybe move the spoon. So 3 stages to why your business may not be growing, or, oh my God, guys, I need to show you where all the confetti went. Fuck my life. It went everywhere but on me. I want my money back from these confetti bombs. No, look at the sofa. I might just leave it until our next soiree. So what are these 3 stages of business growth, and why is it that you may not be growing? This is so important. This might be from the 10, the most, if not one of the most important, valuable lessons from my class here today, right? So there's 3 stages that every founder goes through when they are in their business. The first stage is you are going to do everything alone. You think you've got superpowers. And I was like that when I started. I was like, I got this. I'm going to do everything on my own. I don't need nobody. And business owners, founders will do everything. Their email marketing, their digital marketing, admin, money, event, like everything. They are doing all of the tasks. And I work with many clients. I work with many people over the years. And I still see many people doing everything on their own. And they've been doing it for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they cannot move with the money they are making. It's like they're just stagnant on making the same money. So one of the second stages of business growth that it's going to help you level up your finance and the way you are making money. So if you've particularly noticed that, why am I not making more money? Why is there no evolution in my business? You want to move to the second stage. When founders move to the second stage of hiring people, but what type of people are we talking about? I'm talking about people that are generalist type of people that are not experts, but they might be, for example, your VAs, virtual assistants, or people that are in their junior level, mid-level. They are going to execute things for you, but they don't necessarily come with that expertise level. Maybe you've taught them how to do something and they're not going to do it. So you want to be thinking it's like generalist type of people, like production type of people, these people that will get you shit done. And that is really helpful, but they are not bringing expertise to the table. Do we get that? Is that making sense? When you move to this stage, you are going to be able to for sure be making more money, because now you're delegating a lot of tasks to people. So when I started 10 years ago, I still can't get over like just how pretty the inside of this cake is. Like I'm just obsessed. Can you see it? when I started in the beginning, that was one of the things I wanted right from the start. It was like, I need to make sure that I'm going to have like people to help me. Either, I had like a girl that helped me for a long time, for 1-2 years. She would help me a lot in coming with me, filming my content, making videos of me. And then very early on, I got a virtual assistant. Shout out to Jess. She's in South Africa. She has been with me for years. Then we pressed pause. Now she's come back. So those people are really going to help you take a lot of load off your plate. You want to start removing load from your plate that will allow you to stay in your strength areas. You don't want to be doing everything. So stage number 2 is hiring people that will help you with general stuff, admin stuff, VAs type of things that anybody could pretty much almost do, or you're going to teach them and show them how to do. Corey, yes, I want to eat cake and go, but no, I just started my day. You just started your day? It's 8 p.m. Now, next level, number 3, and that is when most founders level up. And this is when you can go from 4 figures to 5 figures to 6, 7, 8 figures in your business. And that is when you hire experts. Now, these can be experts across many areas, okay? And I learned the hard way, because in my first year, I really thought I could do everything on my own. And I started making mistakes in certain areas. And that was my finance area, because I'm so bad at admin and finance that I was messing up a lot of my finances. So when founders decide to hire experts, this is people that have huge expertise in different types of areas that your business may need. It could be from a business coach, a marketing coach, a branding expert. It can be from a finance expert. It can be from a technology expert. It could be in any area, because it all depends on your businesses. But when you bring those experts in and you get them to bring their expertise value into your business, that is when you're going to 10x your business, and you're going to go from 4 figures to 6, 7, 8 figures, because these people have fucking amazing brains. They have the knowledge, they have the expertise, and they're going to bring that immense value to your business. It drives me crazy when I still see small businesses just doing it on their own, and they don't want to get a marketing or a business or a digital, they just don't take any advice. They just are like this. And I don't understand, because I'm just like, why wouldn't you want to get really good advice on how you could scale your business more or even make more money? So this might look like very obvious advice, but trust me, 10 years with House of Social, or add the 10 in agency, so 20, I still see so many small business founders that don't go and get expert help. But I want to make sure to say this. Only go get help from people that you truly see are walking the talk and they fucking know what they are talking about. Because if there was one thing I was going to put on my list that didn't make the top 10, is there's so much shit advice out there, and there's so much nonsense people out there saying they'll help you grow their business, but they haven't even grown a business themselves. So please do your homework with whom you're going to get your advice from. Do they walk the talk? Are they doing what you also want to do? And it's not friends and family, unless someone in your friends and your family are doing what you want to do. So make sure that you vet the people that you are paying attention to and getting advice from. But these are the 3 stages that founders go through that will really game change. And again, as I said, it might look pretty straightforward, but it's not, because I see this every day. Small businesses not getting any advice. When was the last time you got really good advice for your online presence, your brand, your marketing, your social media, even your finance health, right? Like, there's so many technology, your systems, right? There's so many areas. So this is my number one. My number one rule is level up your team. Who relates to this one? Where are you in this? Are you on 1? Are you on 2? Are you on 3? Really hope that this is sinking in. Let's go to lesson number 2. You gotta move fast. Yes. You have got to move fast. You know, when you move fast, here is the magic of what happens. When you move fast, you are always going to have more advantage over the majority of people. Do you know why? Because the majority of people are overthinking, are insecure, are looking for perfection, are asking all their nonsense friends for advice. Yeah, most people are in that party. You don't want to be in that party. You want to fucking be in the party that just fucking moves fast. You're going to move fast. You're going to be scrappy. You're going to be imperfect. But you are always going to gain advantage by moving fast because you will be putting out things much faster than everybody else. The product or service that you want, whatever it is that you're doing, if you put it faster, you are always going to have an advantage because you're going to get in there first. I have a formula. Are you ready for my formula? Manahil, I need to send this to my clients now. Yeah. Who else is with me? I see 8 people here with me on my website. Who are you? Comment so I know your names. All right, here's my formula. Are we ready? Are we ready? Oh my, look at the color of the cake. Can you see the teal? Oh, it's like aqua. It's aqua teal. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yvonne! Okay, my formula. Speed gives you momentum. What happens when you have momentum? Are we ready? So laugh! You guys are not saying hello. I don't know you are here. I don't see your names, by the way. I just see numbers. I know there's 8 people. I'm thinking for maybe my next live class, we do it on my YouTube because I really want to drive my subscribers. Anyway, that's a different story. All right, Alex, stay on track. I'm having a hard time staying on track because I'm too excited. So Lafa, so cool you're here. Who else is here? Please let me know if you're here. Are we ready for my formula? When you move with speed, what does speed give you? Speed gives you this thing called momentum. Momentum is fucking rebel magic. What happens when you have momentum? Momentum gives you sparks of confidence. You know, it's like riding a bike. Although I wouldn't know because my dad left and he never continued teaching me how to ride a bike. So, fun fact, I'm 43 and I still don't know how to ride a bike. Aren't you glad you came to this class? Amanda! Oh, Aneta, and your daughter? Oh my God, Sophia! Um beijinho do tamanho do mundo. So, when we start something new, like riding a bike or a new exercise, it's always a little bit glitchy when we begin. But then when we get the hang of it, we're like, yeah, I got this. I can do this. I'm feeling a little bit more confident, right? So that is what speed gives you. When you move with speed, you get momentum. When you are in this momentum, you're like, yeah, I got this. I can do this. And what is the problem that most founders have when they are in their entrepreneurial journey? Can everybody guess? 5,000 points if you can guess. Insecurity. Most founders feel insecure. It's normal to feel insecure. But when you freaking feel insecure, what happens? You slow down. Because when you're insecure and you overthink, you slow down. When you slow down, what happens? You get behind. So the strategy and the formula to moving fast is because there's a strategy to this. When you move fast with speed, you get momentum. When you are in that momentum, you start feeling that confidence. I'm like, yeah, I think I get this. When you have confidence, what happens? You are going to learn faster. I got this. I thought this was scary, but this is not so scary. So I'm learning the ins and outs of this, whatever it is, a new product launch, a new program launch, a new book you've released, whatever you want to do, right? So now you're learning much faster on the go. And when you are learning faster on the go, what happens? You start to gain more knowledge about how things are working. And isn't this like life? Oh, I haven't trained in so long. Fuck, now I have to go to the gym, and we go to the gym, and it's our first day in the gym, and we don't know the machines, and we don't know the people, and it's like, oh, I'm so shy. Oh, I'm just gonna make myself small and hide here and like do my gymnastics and exercises, and then it's like your third week, and you're already like walking into the gym, like, yeah, I got this. I know everybody now. I know the machines, right? And then you start learning how things go. And then you even already know how to make more exercises and what machines to go. It's the same thing with freaking entrepreneurship. It's the same thing. So when you are learning faster on the go, you then starts to know what works more, what works less, what your people want, what your community wants, right? The more you lean into doing things faster, quicker, the more you get a pulse. You get a pulse on what works. Like, I know they're gonna love that. I know that product is exactly what they want. So you'll know better what is gonna be the next steps, which is a big struggle with a lot of founders, because they're like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know how to innovate. Because once you get past the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, especially when you get to the 5th year, when you get to that 5th year in business, it really becomes about how the heck do I innovate? If I will be honest with you guys, I am doing the same thing I was doing 10 years ago. I am doing the same thing. I'm teaching, I'm educating, I'm consulting, I'm doing events. I'm ticking the same. Those 3 boxes have remained the same. I just wrap it around with different gift wrapping, with different experiences. And then it might come across that it's different, but at the essence is the same, right? So last one on my formula. Oh, I can't read because my thingy is like in front. What does my last slides? Wait, I can make this bigger. Okay, now you're moving with creative, strategic, intuitive intelligence. So let's go through these steps. Wait, yeah, here we go. Speed is going to give you momentum. Momentum is going to give you confidence. When you have confidence, you are starting to learn much faster, and you are learning on the go rather than theory. You'll also be less dependent on having to need so much advice, right? One of the reasons why I sometimes don't need that much advice with my own HOS shit is because I've done it so many times that I myself know exactly some ins and outs of things, right? Then, as you are learning faster on the go, you will then know exactly much better. You will have more intuition. You will have more learnings on what's going to be next for you. And then you are really moving with creative, strategic, intuitive intelligence. And that is powerful. And that is the power of my lesson number 2, is that I want you to move freaking fast. Move fast. Be scrappy, be imperfect, but just go. Do you like this one? Who relates to this one? Number 3. Who feels that, oh, I need to move a little bit more faster? Anybody? All right. I'm going to look out for your comments. Number 3 is my favorite. Screw the niche. F the niche. The niche. Sorry, Sophia. I shouldn't be swearing. There's a kid watching this class. So you really want to say, fuck the niche. I said, screw this niche since my day one. Now, for me, I did take a few years to really feel confident about it, because I would look to other people, especially when I would go to the US and everybody had their niches. Oh, that's the Instagram girl. That's the YouTube guy. Everybody had like their niches. So I do remember feeling a little insecure to start with, but I never felt comfortable falling into just one niche of one thing. I didn't want to just be known for that one thing. I just really followed my gut instinct on that. And I was like, I know that a lot of people are really, I went really hard with social media in the first 5 years. So I do know that I was very known for the social media girl. And a lot of people, I think sometimes today still think that's all that I do, but I'm so much more one-dimensional than that. So, and I really just want to like read this out because I love this. It's like, don't try to fit in when what you're trying to do is fit out so the right people can find you. The more you're going to double down on who you are and what makes you authentic, those are the people that are going to want to be your clients, that are want to be buying your product. Now, I've got a bit of a strategy here on how you can look at this screw the niche, okay? So what you can do, because you do want people to think about you and you want people to associate you very clearly with something. So when I say fuck the niche, we just have to be careful that your brand is so diluted that people don't know what to associate you with. So you can be wide and you can be a variety of things, but this is why I created this slide here. I want you to at least pick 2 to 3 core areas you want people to associate you with. So instead of having to box yourself into the one thing, you can pick 2, you can pick 3. Okay? I'm going to make this bigger here. And then what is really important is that how you are going to bring those areas to life, that is what's going to be interesting, right? So when you are thinking about, I want to be known as, let's say, relationship coach, but hey, turns out I sell these really awesome cat mugs too. So I paint mugs and I sell mugs. I'm a relationship coach too. And I also do, help me out, breathing work. Imagine these are my very 3 distinct areas, right? What you want to think is, if you have 2 to 3 core areas, you then really want to think about the execution on how you're going to bring those to life, right? So that's why I have these arrows here. You want to think about how your content, how the way you're going to create content is really going to cement that knowledge of what people know you. So if you make mugs and you are a mug designer, you want to think about what's the type of content that I'm going to create to bring to life that dimension that I have. Oh, but I'm multi-dimensional, I'm 2-dimensional, I have another core area. So that could also be about your platform choice, right? So I could just be on my TikTok, for example, could then just be all about my ceramic artwork. So your platform choices can help you push that core, that second multi-dimensional planet, as I sometimes call it with my clients. It's like, how many planets do you have in your ecosystem? Today, I was on a very long client call with the client, and that's something that we are working on, which is trying to get her to understand what are her brand, because she's struggling. She's not just one thing, she's 2, 3 things. And I said to her, that's your solar system. It's like your planets, right? See them as planets that are orbiting around you. You're the sun, and now you've got your planets. And then it's about these things I'm talking to you guys about. The platform choices can help influence how you're going to push that through. So if I'm a mug designer, TikTok, Pinterest, Etsy could be amazing for me, right? But maybe, what else did I say I was? I said that I was a relationship coach. So for example, right, I could then go and do paid gigs, keynote speaking, and that's where I push my relationship thought leadership, right? Maybe I want to do events. Events is where I'll bring to life my breath work that I do. So what I'm trying to explain to you here is that, yes, fuck the niche. Don't try to put yourself into just one box, and that you can have, I would advise to go at least to start 3. So stay between 1, 2, or 3 core areas or planets, brand planets, right? And then really be strategic about what type of content would you create for one area, what kind of platforms will suit best another area, what kind of other ways do you express and put that out into the world, so that people are understanding different ways that they can have access to your brand and how to also differentiate how your brand is. Does that make sense? Just adding some strategy here to the fuck the niche lesson. Okay, this is one of my least favorite lessons. And lesson number 5 is that, yes, friends will fuck you over. In business, pretty much anybody will screw you over. I definitely learned that lesson. I had a huge contract. I think it was like on my 3rd or 4th year. I had this huge contract with the the hospital, Al Jazeera Hospital. No, Al Jazeera is a news channel. There's a local hospital here, Hull something hospital. I don't know. Can't remember the name, but I got their account. It was a really big account. And I brought 2 of my really, really good friends that I worked with in the agency. And true story, they stole the business from me. They pushed me out and they took it. And those were people that I worked with for years. So one hard lesson is that you'll definitely have the least people that you might expect will screw you over, will treat you like shit, because it's fascinating. You really see people's true colors when there's money involved, when there's success involved. That's when you really see. It's actually the more success you have and the more money you make, it's a great filtering system for you to actually see who your true friends are, who's going to stick around for the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for me, these were like really shocking, painful lessons that I went through. I mean, and this will continue to happen. I just had a premium client in the summertime that literally treated me like shit after I helped them build everything that they're standing on right now. So, and this is me on my 10th year. And that just completely came like a surprise. Did I know this person was quite immature? Yes. But I never thought this person, when they would get to a certain level of achieving something they wanted, that they would just get rid of me via a WhatsApp call. So a message, actually, when we had a Zoom the next day. So there wasn't even the decency of talking to me face to face. So it's not that people stop disappointing you. I think over the years, you start creating a thick skin. So I guess all I want to say is that just always have that thick skin, that even the most sweetest, warmest of people at any given moment, they can hurt you. And either it is because they might backstab you, they might steal business from you, or they really will treat you like shit, like they don't need you anymore. And it's like, you don't matter for them. And that's just parts of being an entrepreneur, of being in this business. And you might go through a period where you have less friends. In my first years, I hardly had any friends, because I was a workaholic and I still am. So I don't have much time for social life, but a lot of people distanced themselves from me because it was just a different path that I was on. But anyway, I've had a lot of stories, so I'm not going to tell them all here because it will be sad, but I've definitely had my fair share of really big heartbreak that really took me like, I think in 10 years, if I look back, I would say there's two ones, these friends that really stole business from me. And then another one is this woman that really, really, and it even involves Gary Vee, which is like the craziest fucking story. This woman, what she did to me, it really is the epitome of using someone to their advantage and then walking all over them. And that took me years to get over. That was a huge, big heartbreak. The one that's just happened to me in the summer, it just took me like a couple of days to get over the shock and the emotional value. But after 3 days, I was fucking done. And you're dead to me now. And I will say your name when I'm talking to people, I will never do that. I will never talk about people's names in a live setting like this, but I'm also not going to hide who does me dirty because I don't want them to do that to you. So I'm a big fan of, if I talk good about you, I will talk good about you to people, but if you did me dirty, I will talk to my friends and my close bubble about you so they know. So yeah. So yes, lots of disappointments will come your way. Don't get surprised. I don't know if it's happened to many of you already. I don't know if you relate, if you've already had this, but if you've had, you will know that it's just really not the nicest of feelings. But just expect it. It's going to come. It happens because that's just part of this freaking journey. Okay, number 5. This is one of my favorites. one of my biggest lessons is 10 years is that you definitely need to take risks, especially if you want to innovate and if you want to grow. So if you are looking to how the heck do I keep growing my business, or if you are 5 years in or 6, it's all about innovation. So you do have to take a certain level of risks. Entrepreneurship is not about playing it safe. I don't know why sometimes some people tell me certain things and I'm like, but it's like the destination is called entrepreneurship. Like there's absolutely nothing safe about this. If you're not taking risks, if you're not feeling a little uncomfortable, if you're not feeling butterflies, something is wrong. I remember this a few years ago, saying to my mom, I'm bored. My mom was like, okay, what do you mean? And I'm like bored. I feel like I remember hitting a moment in time that I was like an orgasm needs to happen in this business because it's like something is missing. So if you are listening to this and you feel stagnant, you feel like nothing new has been happening, it's your time to take a risk. And there's many levels of risks that you can take. There are some that are very more calculated. Some will be marketing risks, right? Some will just be about doing something completely new, right? So it's up to you to decide how far you want to go. The biggest risk that I've taken, and I'm so happy that I can finally I really think I can just finally say this because I said it on my podcast, but my biggest risk was that I did all of my first events, all of my first masterclasses, I did them without the KHDA license. And at the time you needed a KHDA license, and you could have been fined. I could have been fined. I could have been shut down, but I just fucking did it. And I remember at the time saying, I'm going to take this risk. And if it backfires, I'm also ready to take what it comes my way. Like, you're not going to find me crying. So take risks. I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time I took a risk with my business? When did I do something more edgy? When did I do something that made me feel more outside of my comfort zone? If the answer is no, nothing, you need step 5. Step 5 is for you. Haha. Let me know who's here if you've joined recently. Number 6, this is a really, really, really important one. And that is diversify your revenue streams and your offering. They're a little different, right? Let's break it down. Love this one. Now, if you just have one revenue stream, let's say an example, you are only selling these cat mugs. This is it. You've become known as the cat mug lady, and they sell like hot cupcakes, and that is it. You've got one revenue stream, meaning your money is only coming from one service or one product. Needed this tea. What does this mean? It means that you're very vulnerable. Can you guys see the slides good? Let me know. This is better. Oh, this is a bit better. If you have one revenue stream, you are super vulnerable. You don't want to be vulnerable in business, right? Golden rule number 1 of being in business, you do not want to find yourself in a vulnerable situation, okay? So if you have one revenue stream, you are very vulnerable. And worst, you're limiting your brand. It's like you are just this one-dimensional brand. So here is a really cool exercise for many of you to do in the next days, and that is how to unlock more offerings. I used to do this a lot on my in-person boot camps. I remember I did this really fun, similar exercise at Ulster Call for one of my boot camps. So I want you to do this exercise. I want you to time it to 10 minutes, 15 max. I want you to get Post-its, and I want you to, in 20 minutes, come up with in how many ways can you sell what you do. I want you to think crazy, wacky, funny, out of the box. 20 minutes, you put the timer on, a Post-it per idea, and I want you to go boom, boom, boom. In how many ways can I sell what I do? That's going to help you exercise this muscle of creativity of, okay, how can I do what I do? What are all the ways that I can sell what I do? From the most crazy, the most out of the box. It's not about thinking about budgets and marketings and is it feasible? Is it realistic? It's about expanding your creative brains, expand the creative brains so that then you are going to look at many of these ideas and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can do a merch collection. I can like do my own t-shirts or jumpers or books or mugs or bags. Okay, next. If you want to expand the brand, so if I'm just selling mugs, but I want to expand the brand. I want to have more products. I want to have more services. I want to have more offerings. That's expanding the brand. And that's going to expand your revenue streams. This is what we want. We want to have multiple revenue streams. We don't just want to be dependent on one. So how can you expand your brand? So question, in what creative ways can my brand come to life? My brand come to life. So now you're not just so focused on, I do mugs, but there's a brand behind the mug. In what ways, right? So think about in how many creative ways can the brand come to life? Because there's so many things we can do. There's food, there's drinks, there's products, there's all these types of merchandise. You guys have watched, or if you've not watched the class that I have on the Rebel Academy on 9 ideas for new business ideas. I think it's called 9 ways to grow your business or 9 ideas. It's such a cool class. I think some of you have watched it. I did it on the last marathon, and I give so many business ideas on how your brand can expand. So many ways, from memberships to merches to books to animation, to short films. The world is your oyster. People love that. Look at the brands all around us. The most successful brands all around us are expanding. They expand. Oh, now they're doing a drink, or now they're doing a shampoo. Oh, now they're doing a location, a bar, right? They're expanding their world. I want you to look at your brand and not just see it like that, but I want you to see it as a planet that has lots of orbits and planets around. I want you to expand it, because that's going to really be so awesome for you. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you innovate. It's going to help you get excited. Cool? Number 7, not everybody's favorite, certainly not mine. So number 7 is money management. I should put that song now, money, money, money. The ABBA song, I love that, right? Money management. There's 8 rules to money management. Let's unpack them. The first one is financial analysis. A true rebel will be analyzing their financials. But what do you mean, Alex? I mean, not accounting, not the management. This, and it's funny because I was talking, wasn't it with you, Manahil, that I was talking about this morning? I don't know who it was. I had 4 meetings this morning, so I don't know. But I was talking to someone this morning. It was you, right? Yes. I was saying to Manahil this morning, I remember, and I still do this, that I would look at my finance and I would have my mom do my finances, and she does. So that's part of that lesson that we learned. Lesson number 1, bring in the experts. I learned the hard way that I needed to bring someone to manage my finances. I suck at managing finances. I don't know banks. I don't know bank accounts. I even freeze if I have to write a check. I'm like a weird person in that way. Like when I have to write the checks for the rent, I'm like, I'm just like, I don't know. I just can't, right? And so I brought my mom in because that's one of the things she does. She's a great finance analyst, manager, planner. And if you guys need a free session, you let me know, you message me, because from time to time, my mom does these free finance planning sessions with you guys. It's all confidential. I don't fucking know anything what you guys talk about. And she's going to give you the tools, the processes. She's going to answer you a lot of questions. So if you want a free finance session, she doesn't even know. I'll have to tell her later that I've given away some. But I'm going to do that. But message me tonight or tomorrow, okay? So the financial analysis, step one that you want to do is what I was talking to Manahil this morning. And that is when you are looking at your graph and you are understanding your financial trends. Oh, January is slow. Summer is pretty much dead. Oh, these are my high seasons. These are my low seasons. So you're going to read a trend of what your money and your cash flow is, but you're going to go deeper depending on your business. For me, it's always been like, so what type of consultancy, what type of packages, what type of events, and when do they come back more? When do they drop? So you want to go zoom in and really understand what type of products and services were purchased more, were purchased less, around what time. So you get to paint this picture where you start to really understand and read these insights so that you can work from there. This morning, Manahil we were talking about this, and she was like, I can't recall your question exact, but I was telling her, when you do this finance analysis, it's going to help you plan better for times that might be lower, or even if there's times that are high, how can you even 10x it even more? Right? Or how can you fill in some gaps? Or where is there an opportunity, right? So many of the things I do today with House of Social has come from understanding trends of what my clients and people that spend money with me want and need, right? That 1 hour a month that I have for you guys that I launched 3 years now, that really came from a lot of insights where there's a large group of people that the budgets may not be so high. I want to find a budget-friendly option because I fucking love to work with as many people as possible. So that's also something that I love doing. So what can I do to give them 1 hour a month, friendly budget rate, and they're going to fucking get my brains for that hour, and boom, So finance analysis. When was the last time you did this analysis? Step number 2. Oh, I wrote number 3. Is organization of your money. Are you organizing your money? Because your personal money is not your business money. Oh no, they're different. They should also live in different bank accounts. It doesn't mean you need to have a business bank account, because if you have a freelancer license, you can still be on your personal bank account, by the way. But understanding how to organize your money. I suck at that. So I got my mom to organize this money for me. She gives me, I just make money. Just let me make money, do all the crazy marketing stuff. I will run everything else of my business, but I will not organize my money. So step number 2 is, how good are you organizing your money? What's the health of that organization of your money? Do you need help? Do you need support? Because like me, if you do, go get a finance coach, consultant that can spend time with you or that can be with you and organize you everything. Because if your finances are not on order, your business is not going to grow. It's 100% true. Number 4, are you very clear on what your business costs are? And not from like 6 months ago. Oh yeah, I kind of know my business costs. Cool. When was the last time you looked at them? 6 months. No. Your business costs change every quarter. They can even change every month. Are you fully aware of how much it costs to run your business? Everything. If you've got a confetti bomb, my mom is going to want to fucking know. If I got a vintage cake, she's going to want to fucking know, right? That falls under business. That does not fall under Alex's salary, right? So your business costs, do you know how much it costs you to run your business? You'll be surprised how a lot of people are completely unaware. Number 5, do you know basic fundamentals of understanding what is your revenue? What is your profit? What is your cash flow? Right? Revenue, like if I am to ask you how much money your brand makes, you can tell me a figure, but then I'll go, but how much it's actually in the bank? That's your profit, right? That's what's left after you've paid people, after you've paid your business costs, right? So having an understanding, what's my revenue, what is my profit, and what is cash flow, and why is that so important? Which is why I'm always telling you guys to get paid up front. If you are in the service industry, get freaking paid up front, because cash flow is so important. Without cash flow, your business is not moving, right? You don't have that oxygen. Number 6, your marketing budgets. Do you have a budget, or are you just kind of spending as you go? Is this the wild west, right? What marketing budgets do you have? If it's your festive season coming up now and you need more marketing budget, if you planned for that, but you needed to have planned for that back in the first quarter, because you might have gone through a summer that you didn't do a lot of sales, right? So then how do you get more marketing money for your festive season where you need to put in? All of this needs proper finance planning. This is the nitty-gritty that happens behind the scenes, that's not sexy, that's not exciting, but that you need to be on top of. And if, like me, the finance side is something that you struggle, you need to find someone to help you and support you, just like you need for every area of your business that it's not going to be your strength. Again, lesson number 1, get the right experts, level up your circle, your rebel circle of your brand. Okay, number 7, your losses and wins. Are you very aware of where you've lost money and why, so you don't do it again? And what were your wins? Those are so important because you can work so much from there, right? And the last one, ongoing finance management, right? So you need this management of your finances is something that needs to happen every month, that you need to be in check with, right? So this is not maybe the most sexy, definitely not the most exciting, but if your finances are completely all over the place, that is going to impact a lot the growth of your business, right? And possibly a lot is not enabling you to even make more money, because you might end up having more marketing budget than you thought of. You might be spending more money on stupid things that you don't need. My mom has this very good but annoying thing she does with me. Every month she sends me an email and I have to go through a full list of my online tools. And my business is a digital business. So can you imagine? I'm going to have a lot of online tools. But that's something that she's so specific. Every month, I need to go through this list and cancel, pause, cancel, pause, cancel, pause, cancel, pause. So she really keeps me in check. And there has been many times where I'm like, shit, I didn't need that. For example, a lot of you subscribe to Canva, but you might go 2 months that you don't use Canva. Turn on your Canva when you need your Canva. Turn it off. Many of these platforms let you turn off and on when you need it, right? So pay attention, make an Excel list, get organized so that you got to look after your money. If you're not looking after your money, nobody else will, right? Or you get a finance manager to like help you, right? Manager, consultant, coach, however dynamic is going to be good for you, depending on how the size of your business is growing, right? Depending on how you are scaling, how you are growing, you will always then need a finance manager to really be looking after your books and looking after your money. That is key. It's huge, okay? All right, number 8. This is one of my most favorite lessons that I've definitely learned in 10 years of being an entrepreneur that I did not have before. No, I didn't have much tolerance. I don't know if it's an age thing, if it was a personality thing, but tolerance was something that I was not very known for, neither in my 20s and definitely not even in my early 30s. Tolerance, what is tolerance? Tolerance basically is how much shit can you really take? So I want you now, after today's class, I want you to start paying attention to your level of tolerance. How much shit can you take? Shit, problems, people, if you have teams, people that need your help, people that need your support, fires that you need to put out, now things that have gone wrong. How many from problems to projects, how much tolerance bandwidth do you have? Because the more tolerance of the more you can take, the more you are going to be able to be a very successful entrepreneur, because you're not going to lose it so quickly. You're not going to get angry so fast. You are going to be able to sustain a very even level of emotions because you have become aware of how tolerant you are to many things. Now, you might be thinking, how do I get to tolerance, And I was like putting these slides together. Now, these are for me the key ingredients to tolerance, but you might even have more, right? For me, one of the biggest things that helps me be tolerant, I start a lot with gratitude. So for me, I'm always just gratitude. I'm alive. I'm not sick. I could be dead, right? I could have no money. I could be homeless. So the gratitude sentiment really humbles you down, and it really pulls you down into a more grounding place. Empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of others, having the empathy to understand others. Having empathy doesn't mean you're going to let people walk all over you, but it means that you are going to be more kinder. You start to have more tolerance, because you can be like, I can understand where she came from, right? That was an idiot shit move. I kind of see where she comes from. She's young. She doesn't know it. Having that empathy is going to help you widen your horizon to, again, get you to be more tolerant. Being more humble helps you a lot get more tolerance, right? When you remove your ego from the situation and there's no ego, you definitely become more tolerant, because now you are not the main character. You don't matter, because you've just found so much inner peace that you're like, it's fine. Like, I'm at peace. I'm fine. I don't need to show off, or I don't need to say more. I don't need to make a presence. I don't need to put my ego, right? So, and the last thing is like always remembering, like, there is so much more worse shit. Like, sometimes I see people losing it for the smallest of things, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking alive. Like, you're alive, you have limbs, you can eat, you have a roof over your head, like, you're fine. Like, it's like good problems, which I've learned recently, good problems are called champagne problems. Love that. But I've always called them good problems, right? So the more emotional maturity you work on yourself, the more tolerance you are having, and that is going to make you an extremely successful entrepreneur, because at any time you hit a roadblock, you hit a glitch, you just go into problem solving mode. Oh, I lost this person sucks at their job, shit, I have to fire this person, I have to find someone else. Oh shit, nobody fucking bought my mug, fuck, that was not good. What can I do better, right? You're going to go into always this constant of like, what can I do next? How can I do better, right? So, and the more tolerance you have, the more you understand how much bigger you can grow your business. When we did the Fuck Your Fear soiree, and I've got here our cauldron, there was a few rebels that shared the sentiment that they felt the fear of growing their business, right? So if you now are starting to realize that I actually have really high tolerance, I hope that gives you more confidence to understand I can really expand my business more. I can grow my business more because I have a lot of tolerance for things. I don't lose it quickly. That means I can definitely grow my business. I can expand more, right? So tolerance is a huge lesson I've learned in 10 years, to really just have tolerance for pretty much almost everything. It's very rare that you see me I don't know, like in the summer when that client really treated me bad, you saw me sad. I was sad. I cried. I was like angry for 3 days. But it takes a lot for me to really fucking like lose it. Okay, next one. Number 9, get paid first. I had to put this in here because there's so many businesses that are still not getting paid first, because you might be a content creator or an influencer and you're doing collaborations, or you're in the service industry, right? Please get paid first, because if you remember our finance step, you need cash flow. So you want to have that money coming in. You want people to respect you and take you serious. And don't just believe in the good of people. Not everybody is good. People will take advantage of you if you let them. So always get paid first. Don't be left having to chase for money and having to keep following up, because that is just waste of time and money, right? And no exceptions, because I just heard a horrible story from one of our rebels in my community. And she was messaging me the other day, I want to have more cake. And she was just like, fuck, Alex, I think I'm going to go to the court and I'm going to do something about this. And I'm like, fuck, man. And I was like, she's one of our hardcore rebel OGs. I don't know. She might even be watching here. I don't know. But I said to her, you follow me. You know my advice. What happened? You know what she said? She was like, Alex, she was a long-time client. I think she said she was like one of those long-time clients. And she was like, I just made that exception. And I was like, you know what? Every time I've also made an exception, I got bitten in the ass. It's like the universe wants to slap us. No exceptions, okay? No exceptions. Number 10. Okay, it's my favorite. Might have said this before. Your word is your reputation. I've really learned this in 10 years, because what exists a lot out there is flakes. Flaky people and a flaky reputation gets you nowhere. So many people say things, I want to be your friend, or I'm going to do this, or let's do this, and and then it's like flake, snowflakes. They don't follow through. Your word is your biggest reputation in your business and in this business. It's how people remember you. If you said you're going to do something, do it. Follow through. Even if it might take a while, right? But follow through. Remember, your word, what you say to people remember, right? So make sure that you are so aware of the things you say, the things you promise, how you behave, the things you talk, because that is your reputation, your word, and how you also make people feel. That's what people remember you by, right? And that for me has been one of the most important lessons. It's always been because I keep seeing so many people that flake with their words, and it's like, you just talk, 'cause talk is cheap. And I'm like, fuck, I never want to be that. So that's something that I continuously tried to keep working on. And maybe I failed in instances, and maybe there's times where maybe I didn't follow through. But I've been trying my hardest in 10 years to make sure that my word is something that anybody could look back and be like, no. She did that. She said she was going to do that. She did it. Or she promised me this. She did it. So I just want you to really pay attention to your word and the value that you are putting in your word in this business. And I have one more, number 11, because I was just like, oh my God, where am I going to put this one? This is my favorite one. And so I had to put it in here. Manahil, and Dubai's tiny. Yes, exactly. Fuck yeah, Dubai's tiny. Exactly. Dubai is very small. It's a village, really, if we think about it. It's so small. Word gets around. People know each other. Like, yep, exactly. My last one is give and believe that good things will come back to you. The power of giving. And that can be in so many ways. It can just be that it's charity. It can be that you want to give a percentage of your things to something. It can be that you are giving in your business and in your brand, right? But giving is such an important part for me of my past 10 years. And it has given me so much back. It might take time. It's not an immediate transaction. I remember when I made the Free Rebel Academy free. I remember when we had a big live. I don't know if anybody here remembers that, but we had a big live. I had a big red gigantic bow. I don't know if anybody here will remember, but I was wearing a big gigantic red bow, and that was my big announcement that the Rebel Academy was going to become free. And I remember the following days and weeks, there were so many people that were asking me like, oh, wow, Alex, so are you just like making so much money now because you made it free and everybody came back? And I'm like, doesn't like work like that. Like it's going to take its time, right? So I think that was maybe 5 years ago that I turned it free. I'm so bad with milestones, but it's definitely taken time, but it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. So give and just really believe that amazing things can come back to you when you give, because that is a beautiful energy to put out into the world. When you put out that energy, the universe is going to bounce back that energy. Every energy that we put out into the world, remember, we're going to get it back. You know, it's like when you're having a bad day and everything starts to glitch. There you go. That's the order of world. You know, now you bumped into the car, now you stumbled and fell, now you've hit your finger. You know those days where it's like, fuck, I need to reset. So just remember that every type of energy you're putting out into the world, it's gonna bounce back to you. So if you give, especially in your brand and in your business and the way that you are as a founder, make sure that you have that as part of your strategy somewhere, because that can come back to you in many, many amazing ways. And with that said, these are my 11 favorite lessons from my 10 years. So your word is your reputation, get paid first, tolerance, here you go, money management. I wonder which one is your favorite. Which one has stuck with you? Can you tell me? Diversify your revenue streams. Number 5, take risks. Number 4, friends will fuck you over. Number 3, fuck the niche. Number 2, move with speed. Love this one. And number 1, team. What was the one that stuck with you the most that you're going to take home with you? Which one are you taking with you? Let me know. Give and believe. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So many people on my IG live. My gosh. These people. It's funny. You know, if I do an IG live, nobody will come. I do lives on my website. Everybody's on my Instagram. Very interesting. Tell me which one has stuck with you. There's 7 of you here with me. I mean, there's a ton on Instagram, but I've lost the names of who is here. Pamela, I see so many of you. Azza, Charlotte, Wellness, Roseanne, Healthy Peggy, Sarah, Lee's Gallery, Tamer. Shout outs to all of you. Wow, a lot of you. So yeah, there's 7 of you here. I would love to know which one. Salaf, are you still here? Annetta, are you still here with Sophia? Yvonne, are you still here? Let me know. Which one has stuck with you the most? Is there any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to share, say? I can also bring you up here on camera. Corey. Yes, I have been procrastinating and scrolling since 8 a.m. Corey, I sent you a voice note on Sunday and I've been ghosted till now. My heart is broken. Don't tell anybody, guys. Oh my God, that's too funny. Oh, you guys are too cute. All right, I'm not hearing from you guys. So we've got our next class. Oh my gosh, can we just take a look here of what's coming up next? Listen, Thursday's class is gonna be badass. It's a fresh new one. Never done this one before, right? How are we gonna turn our brands into a cult brand? But I am gonna give you 10 steps, 10 actions that you are gonna follow in the next 10 days or when you are ready to do the 10. And they will turn your brand. They will start helping the transition of you turning your brand into a cult brand, which is like so freaking powerful. So that's going to be Thursday. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. That's fresh content. I love that. I love when I do like fresh stuff. Oh, and Salafa, get paid before. Yes, get paid before. Is there any questions, anything anybody wants to ask me? Let me know. And I'm just wondering, I want to change this experience. Would we want to watch the next live classes on my YouTube channel? Do we like it here? There's a strategy as to why I'm doing them here, obviously. But I'm just wondering if it's also cool to like funnel them only onto my YouTube channel. Do you guys like this experience here? I know this, yeah, let me know your feedback. Cool, okay. So, should we put some music on and dance and leave? And I'll let you guys go. And I'm gonna go have cake and tea and just look, I wanna do, can't remember the lady that did this cake, but it's on my Instagram. Just look at the inside of the cake. Oh my God. It's proper teal. It's so good. But just asking, can we see other faces? I can bring up to, what is it? I think there's like 30 people that I can bring here. So I can bring you up on here. I can bring you guys here. I can bring up to 30 people here. Do we miss that? Do we miss seeing the faces? Do we want to go back to having faces? I can stop eating the cake now. So anyway, I would love to just know your feedback. Oh my God, I have cake on my hair. Friends, or I wanted my clients to be in my friends. What do you mean, Corey? Your messages are so cryptic. I can't speak today. Cryptic. Friends, or I wanted my clients to be my friends. Oh shit, I'm eating confetti. I know I am awesome to answer yet. Oh, you mean the lesson that you are remembering more is that the friends will fuck you over? I am ashamed to answer yet. You're so funny. Okay, guys, I love you so much. This has been amazing. Shall we blast some music on and we go? I see you Thursday. Give me some feedback. One of the biggest reasons I love StreamYard is because the quality is amazing. But I do wonder if I just streamline it into YouTube and Instagram and not here on my website. We'll think about that depending on your feedback. Good night, my lovers. I'm going to put music on. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending this hour with me. It means the world to me that you've taken time of your lives to be here. And I see you on Thursday on the same time, same place. Let's get some music going. What are we going to listen to? Oh, I love this song! Freaking confetti! Come on. Sing along. Hello? There's more! Yes! You guys should see my floor. I love you guys. Good night. I love you. I see you Thursday. Ciao.